Alrighty, hello, everybody. Welcome to Halloween Heroes 2022. After a little bit of delay right here, NyQuil Fiend, thank you for that raid to get us started. There's been a little bit of confusion here and there, a little bit of mishaps technologically, but we will be okay, my friends. We're getting it set up right here. We have the Anti-Clown Association going to be on the left side of your screen, as well as bread is greater than ducks. Or bread is, they get the little alligator sign right there. I think you're supposed to read it as bread is greater than ducks. It's going to be on the right side of your screen, coming in for a best of 3. Our first game of the day going to be on Infernal Shrines. After some map bans here, let me go ahead and take a look. We have as the map bans, Anti-Clown Association going to go ahead and take out Volskaya Foundry and Brax's Holdout. And on the other side, Bread is Greater Than Ducks going to take out Tomb and Battlefield of Eternity, taking us to Infernal Shrines right here for our first game of the day. And you know what? Just because we're starting a little late doesn't mean the games are going to be any less exciting. I'm looking forward to some good stuff right here. And I know I've been out of the casting game for a little bit as well, ever since Masters Clash, in fact. So I am just as excited to be here with all of you. Let's go ahead and get into it. We see a Johanna band coming out on the right side from Bread's Greater Than Ducks. Both teams coming into this 0-0. Nobody's getting any one-game advantages or anything like that off of the seeding. The alligator eats the bigger number. Hey, that's how I learned it too, Mitru. With the greater than sign, the alligator wants to eat the bigger number. It wants the more food. Lucio also going to be taken away here by Anti-Clown Association. So far, 2 just generally strong picks that we see. A lot at the higher levels of competitive in Heroes of the Storm. And of course, I say that because the players in this lobby are no strangers to competitive play here. These are names that I've been seeing in my tournaments, in the tournaments I've played in the tournaments I've commentated, and just in my Grandmaster Storm League games. A lot of familiar faces here, notably my pal Vince, been around in the scene for a long time, up in the top left right there. Valimar, also a veteran of the Heroes of the Storm scene right there, did a big part in popularizing Brightwing, actually, on the ladder and in CCL. But of course, actually, hold on, Valimar not going to be able to show off that Brightwing, as Anti-Clown Association actually going to go ahead and ban it out. Hello to everybody joining us here. Asmo Chad going to pick it up right there with the Hogger on Infernal Shrines. Hogger, no stranger to this map. Oh, Diablo Tychus going to be picked up right there as well. Now, I knew the Tychus was coming right here. Tychus, a very common counter to Hogger, as well as just being extremely strong on Infernal Shrines. Odin, an extremely powerful ability with a long cooldown, really just times up well with the actual objective itself. It helps you secure the objective, helps you siege with the objective, helps you defend against the objective, and Tychus is one of the few DPS heroes in the game really capable of consistently and competently dealing with a Hogger. And of course, if you have Diablo paired up with the Tychus, Diablo gonna give it that CC needed for Tychus to kill people. And as well, Diablo knows he's not gonna have to play against a Tychus. He's not gonna have to worry about that percent damage. Is other series going on at the same time too, or do we wait for this one to be over? We are waiting on this one to be over. After this, I'm going to send y'all over to the stream of NyQuil Fiend. NyQuil Fiend is gonna commentate the next series. And whenever they finish up with that, we're going to come back to me, and I'm going to turn my raid back on, and we're going to do the finals. A little bit all over the place here and there. But hey, Vince Diablo GG has been called by Rhett in the chat. And Kelsier! Oh, show me that Tracer, Kelsier. Show me something special. I want to see you ball out with this right here. I'm always a little bit skeptical of the Malfurion, to be honest. Maybe... And maybe that sounds like blasphemy coming from a Tracer player, right? Maybe you're like, Mockery, of course you have to like Malf as a Tracer player, but honestly, I'm always just worried about his ability to protect his teammates from getting bursted down. And so we'll see what happens right here. Certainly, I think if you had teammates that you wanted to be hardy and durable to make that less of an issue, then there are some great choices right here. Tracer able to avoid danger on her own, Tychus and Diablo really beefy. And not too many major burst threats in the early game coming out from Bread versus Ducks, or Bread is greater than Ducks. although they may have an adversarial relationship between the two. And finally now, one last pick gonna come out from ACA. GG in what way, good or bad? I doubt Rhett is coming in here just being like, oh, they picked Diablo for Vince, they're gonna lose. I think that that's probably a positive statement coming out in the chat right here. Otherwise, Rhett's coming out with the spicy flame for sure. And a Gazlowe last pick, actually, now here from Gotfilth. And honestly, I haven't seen a ton of Gazlowe in competitive. I am excited for this. This is going to be something a little bit new for me. Let's go ahead and cut it back to me while we wait for this game to load in as we're getting ready for Game 1, Halloween Heroes 2022. Bro, Filth Gazlower, it's over? Okay, that's two, it's over. Two, it's over GG calls in the chat right here. According to Rhett, Vince cannot be given Diablo, and neither can Gotfilth be given the Gazlowe, both of whom apparently about to bring the punishment. Hey, I want to see what happens though, alright? But we all ordered the one-man wrecking crew here today, and we are going to see it. Let's not count out Bread is greater than Ducks on the other hand, though. I want to see what they can pull out for us. I'll be honest, though, just looking at it, maybe it's the Tracer player bias coming through in my head, guys. I look at this Bread is greater than Ducks team, and I don't see a single tool that's going to help them kill that Tracer, okay? I want to see Kelsier ball out this game. That is my challenge I'm giving to you. If you finish this game with less than 7 kills, you're trolling. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Left side, Anti-Clown Association. We got Vince doing something right here, hitting that stanky leg on the Diablo. Everybody is clumped up. This is an absolute mess. Looking like a nightclub over here with how they're packed in. Gotfilth on the Gazlowe. Kelsier actually traded away the Tracer to Right Clicker. If anybody could tell me who Right Clicker is in the chat, that would be fantastic. I don't know all these damn Smurfs. But Kelsier going to be on that Diablo. Valimar supporting on the Malfurion, and Right Clicker going to go ahead and round out the draft on that Tracer. Already we see some early aggression coming out here. Friends, if my sound levels are off, please let me know, as that is an extremely quick Diablo first blood. You know, they were calling GG in the chat for the Diablo pick, but maybe not for the reasons we might have suspected. Diablo gonna go down as Bread is greater than Ducks collects the first blood right here. Aragonus, I am never 100% sure about that. They're securing position, but look, how are you ever gonna gank a Tracer? You're never gonna be able to catch her, all right? You gotta get your hands on anybody else in this comp because you lack the point and click necessary to go for her. Regardless, we now see some movement towards the mid lane. Candy gonna go ahead and poke Aragonus, just looking for the vision. Both teams getting started, or rather just Bread is greater than Ducks getting started on their macro. Anti-Clown Association now catching up a little bit, notably behind Canny though, in their pacing on the right side camp. Let's go ahead and take a look at both of them right there. Bread is greater than Ducks significantly ahead in that early game macro. I want to see if they try to convert this into the bottom camp down here, into this neutral advantage camp. Instead, a little bit of a passive game so far. Vince gonna take a bit of damage, popping that soul shield, but he's backing off right there. And wow, does soul shield actually dynamically update whenever you get souls? Because I saw Vince's spell armor go up for a second right there. I assumed it was just static. Regardless, now Aragonus once again chilling in that bush. He knows where he wants to be, but without the presence of his Hanzo and Anduin, who are currently in the bottom lane, there's not much he can do other than simply just keep warding. 2-minute mark has been passed. Both teams going to start thinking about that bruiser camp sometime soon. In fact, Kelsier already approaching it now. Looks like not much to talk about in the top lane. We saw a short scout by Vince onto that bottom siege camp. Not going to lead to anything just quite yet. Malf Tychus on left side going to go on bruiser camp, and now Asmochad doing the same thing right here. And friends, this is what you're typically going to see on an Infernal Shrines game. Both teams looking to take their siege camps in this early game, and especially looking for their bruisers to split push during this first objective. The bruisers, of course, have these dogs that respawn. Hold on a second, right clicker, oh, blinks onto the point. And hold on a second, Asmochad is just gonna get bullied right off of this. Vince wanted the flip, and I think if he got it, that would have been a dead hogger for sure. Would have had some Knoll meat for dinner tonight, but not going to lead to it. Instead, just a massive amount of split push pressure in that top lane should do a lot to secure this first objective for the side of ACA. I'm going to take another look at the talents here while we have a little bit of downtime, and I can't help but notice Mundane Zebra with that redemption. Little bit of auto attack Hanzo, a man after my own heart, but perhaps it baited him in right there as he steps forward. That's a completed redemption. Vince rooted right next to a wall. Unfortunately, Bread Greater Than Ducks not able to capitalize. Meanwhile, notice ACA pressuring all three lanes simultaneously. Kelsier still pushing top, and as well Gotfilth on that Gazlo splitting bottom. Vince gonna walk away, just recently used his tap, actually goes back in and wallbangs Aragonus, but now with this split push pressure, ACA opting to lose this first objective, and they're just trying to slow down Bread is Greater Than Ducks so they can get as much split push XP as possible. That's going to be a just under 4 minutes. First Punisher secured for Bread is Greater Than Ducks, but I gotta say, if you look at the XP chart, I can't help but feel that ACA definitely ahead right here. Level 7s both achieved now for both teams. And right here, Mundane Zebra again with the Hanzo just going all over the place. And Vince, what a move! Going in right there, securing the kill. Vince and Valimar, they are in sync with one another. Vince shadow charging onto a target that was not Hanzo to secure the positioning for the overpower right there. You love to see it. Aragonus setting up some deep vision, but he's not going to be able to stick around for long with a dead Hanzo. ACA knows that they have the advantage when it comes to firepower. Now gonna go ahead and zone them out. And guys, is it Aragonus? Is it Aragonus? How the hell do you say their name? Please, somebody help me out here. Is now Kelsier and Right Clicker finishing off this siege camp on the left side. Canny and McGiblets gonna go ahead and start it out here. McGiblets? McGiblets? Who knows? And Mundane Zebra gonna take some damage in the mid lane, but hold on a second. I spy a sneaky Tychus using his grenade to split up the camp so he does it less optimally. Truly the Grandmaster tactics right here. Vince jumping away, gonna get that Nature's Cure, ending the Stormbolt stun early. Mundane Zebra using that redemption to get a little bit of auto attack chipping whenever they can, gonna jump away, and now a 2-level lead secured on the side of ACA. Notably, Gazlo, he's not going grab bomb, he wants to be split pushing. He's got that Robo Goblin. He knows he's gonna have a Tracer as his guardian angel whenever he's out there in that side lane, and he just wants to kill buildings. Gotfilth has been doing that all game, and we see Kelsier actually with an extremely aggressive Odin usage. Vince looking for the wallbang onto Mundane Zebra, who completes redemption once again. Remember, it loses stacks every time you die. And now Mundane Zebra jumping back away over the fort. Bread is Greater Than Ducks attempting to continue this defense. Several important cooldowns used on the side of ACA, but not able to finish off the fort just quite yet. Still a two-level advantage being enjoyed by the members of ACA right here. And an early 18,000 hero damage done by Hanzo, 10,000 more than second place done by Tracer, but it's not quite enough to secure any advantages for Bread is Greater Than Ducks. Robo Goblin value has been called. Gazlo still camping out in that top lane. Now level 10s achieved for both teams. We have equalized. Each team back on equivalent talent tiers here. Looking through the choices, overall, not a ton of surprises that I can see. Pretty meta across the board. Pulse rounds by Tracer, indicating that she wants to play for a more sustained damage playstyle as Gotfilth. Hold on a second. Robo Goblin's not going to save you from 4 people absolutely crowding you as he gets finished off right here. Now, Bread Greater Than Ducks securing the kill lead, 2 kills to 1. ACA gonna back off and do their bruiser camp. No matching response from the members of Bread is Greater Than Ducks. There's got to be a faster way to say this team, y'all. Red Ducks? I don't know, man. That's how I'm going to shorthand it from now on. Vince, once again, I got to say, I've seen a lot of this little tango already. We're only 7 minutes into the game, and I feel like I've seen Vince slam this Muradin into a wall a good 20 times or so. Very notably, Tracer split pushing in the bottom lane right now. Just getting a little bit of soak right there, perhaps some bomb charge. And maybe gonna finish off that bottom fort as well, getting closer to that level 13 power spike. Level 13 now just around the corner for the members of ACA. Their bruiser camp is finally finished off, and now timing with the objective. Hold on a second, wait, a wall bang onto Mundane Zebra. And I gotta say, just a little bit of armchair analysis right here. I'm no good at HOTS myself, nor Hanzo. But I can't help but get the impression that this redemption, hold on a second, oh, a beautiful chastise by McGiblets, guarantees Mundine Zebra's safety right there, keeping Vince at distance. But as I was saying a moment ago, I can't help but feel that this redemption by Mundane Zebra, Vince is fully aware of this, and he's looking to punish this whenever he can. Right clicker actually losing a lot of HP. Aragona's forced to use the Avatar and the Light Bomb coming out from McGiblets. It's not enough to save him, however. Hogger now split pushing bot lane, as Bread Greater Than Duck still behind on XP at the moment, still behind on that level 13. Tracer and Gazlowe now recognizing, hey, we've got the advantage top lane. We know there's no way they're going to step back up without their tank. Let's just go ahead and start to affect the rest of the map. Asmo getting started with the camp down here. Gonna go ahead and use that insane Hogger clear speed. Mundane Zebra Scatter does not connect onto anything for right clicker. Oh, and a little bit more damage stepping up right here. Vince lurking in the shadows. He's making his move. Not gonna materialize into anything just quite yet, but now with 13s achieved, both teams have stabilized once more. And oh, there's the Robo-Goblin value prediction right there, blocking the Stormbolt stun as Gotfilth now starts to make his way out. And meanwhile, top Kelsier finishing off this objective. Not gonna 39 it, not gonna waste any time, just gonna go ahead, cap that objective, and start getting the split push value once more. Vince walking away here. Mundane Zebra just trying to chip out any damage he can. He's got 38,000, still doubling second place, which is now the Tychus, but notably behind overall. Oh, Stormbolt lands onto Tracer. So does the Shockwave from Hogger. So does the Light Bomb. Hold on, Riptire. There it is! Finishing off the Tracer out of the recall. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. Vince, oh, on the run, actually goes back in against Asmo. No fear whatsoever, because meanwhile, while this whole fight is going on, look up top lane. There's a Punisher already just making mincemeat out of the top gate. 4, Bread is Greater Than Ducks. Stepping forward, jumps onto Canny. Right side forced to step back and clear right here as the scuffle continues in mid lane. Still damage being exchanged back and forth right here. So far, Bread Greater Than Ducks. Ooh, good scatter onto Kelsier. Bread Greater Than Ducks trying to secure an advantage. But level 16 now, they can just about sniff it on the side of ACA. There it is right there. They're going to continue playing forward with that aggression. Vince knowing that they hold all the cards. Mundane Zebra looking for it, starts to step up to chip onto Gotfilth. Vince lurking in that shadow, just absolutely waiting. Actually going to go ahead and continue the tango with Murden. Murden gets his jump interrupted, forces out another pull from Mundane Zebra, but now Mundane Zebra, or McGiblets cannot yank Mundane Zebra. With the lack of it, Mundane Zebra able to go ahead and jump over the wall. He's gonna be A-OK. Kelsier using another aggressive Odin right here, and hey, when you've got this much of an advantage, you don't even need Odin to secure the objective. Go ahead and shred through those buildings. Vince walking into 5 people though. He's got a soul shield looking like he's going down. But hey, he secures the fort. Valimar gonna tank the stun, the dragon arrow, everything going out. Oh, Malf, wait, hold on. Don't throw, my friends. Mundane, that's not gonna do anything for you. Jumping away from the pulse bomb, but it was already stuck. Right clicker now attempting to run away. I saw that bullet spray animation, right clicker. What do you think you're doing? You picked pulse rounds. Where's the ricochet? All right, that's all the Tracer Flame you're going to hear from me in this game right here. Vince, fresh off of losing all his souls with that short respawn timer, has shown back onto the scene. Gotfilth being chased away by Aragonis, gonna be A-OK though. Meanwhile, ACA with this camp split pushing bottom, getting more and more building damage as the game progresses. Vince once again caught in an island. He doesn't have a lot of souls, only 40 on hand right now. Still going to be okay. Without Hanzo, the kill pressure just isn't really there. Very notably, though, I must call attention to Giant Slayer coming out from Hanzo. That's going to be big for their ability to consistently take out Vince. And I gotta say, in this game, so far, the major hope, I believe, for Bread Ducks to be killing Diablo. I think that's the only consistent way they can get an advantage. If they can get their hands on Malf, that's fantastic. Anything other than that's just going to be a little bit inconsistent, though. Asmo, hold on a second. Godfilth, what are you doing? You've got Tychus way back here. Why are you way over there? I don't understand. Regardless, Aragonis stepping forward, forces out the soul shield from my pal Vince. Right clicker now walking away, trying to kite this out. Will tank a little bit of Riptire damage. Mundane Zebra completing redemption. Once again, Aragonis not able to get the light bomb stun onto the backline or even onto anyone, but Vince falls once more. 3 deaths now for Vince, only 4 on the rest of the team. And what a progression so far. Bruiser Camp has been captured by ACA, looking for that top lane value. Mundane Zebra gonna go ahead and get some clear. Hold on a second, what's going down here? Right clicker isolating Canny, looking for a bit of body block, and they're gonna find the kill. Well executed gank, absolutely, by the Tracer. Tip my hat to it. Kelsier stepping forward very aggressively. Aragonis looking for the punish. They know Tracer isn't here yet. They know he doesn't have the help. He just has a mouth. And what's mouth gonna do to save your life? Nothing. That's what I've been saying. Still ACA with the split pushing camp in that top lane. Bread Ducks looking for whatever they can get. Mundane Zebra taking a bit of damage right here. And so many turrets in this bush. Godfilth taking a bit of damage. Still a clear lead as far as securing the objective goes in favor of Bread is greater than Ducks. Godfilth poking away, and are they gonna send anybody to clear this? Like, guys, you have the advantage on the objective. You killed people. Were you gonna... I think Junkrat's just gonna go clear it when he respawns, but that may be a little too late. It's not worth all the damage going onto the buildings as OG Vince goes in for another engage. They know Junkrat's clearing the base. They know that they have the 4-on-4. Right clicker, beautifully timed blink to get out of the light bomb. Aragonis gonna connect to the storm bolt, not leading to a kill. Got the fight split a little bit right here. Muradin gonna go down. 2 members of Bread Ducks dead at the moment. 5v3 in favor of ACA. ACA not looking to push the core. They maybe thought about it for a moment right there. This is where if it was CCL, we could hop into their comms, but unfortunately the technology just quite isn't there yet. Kelsier once again relegated to finishing. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, that was a lot less hype than I expected it to be. Alrighty, Canny popping Godfilth over the wall. But, you know, he just takes a brief little soiree in the enemy backline and then steps right back into lane. Level 20 secured for ACA, and it comes just in time to push with this Punisher. No longer looking for any split push value. ACA knows that they've got everybody together. They know that they're at the strongest that they will be at any point in this game. They want to group up and finish this off. Mundane Zebra going to take a lot of damage from the Composition B combo. Punisher now stepping forward aggressively, baited towards the backline, does not get baited towards another keep. Punisher now pushing this down, still has a lot of HP available. Odin, ACA's not looking to go anywhere. So many turrets out from Godfilth in the backline. Asthma Chad, oh, dropping so low, gets yanked out by McGiblets. McGiblets did talent into Glyph of Stormwind, so he might have another one. Light Bomb connects onto nothing. Godfilth now goes down, finished off by McGiblets. Now, hold on, the push continues. Hanzo getting finished off by right clicker. I'm trying to get everything on the screen, but they're fighting everywhere, friends. Kelsier dropping very low. Everything from ACA gonna go onto this core, and they should have the game right here as core starts to go down. Oh, they're finishing off 3 members of ACA, but it's just not gonna be enough. 3% one, there it is. ACA takes game 1 of this best of 3 versus Bread is greater than Ducks in Halloween Heroes 2022. Now with Bread is greater than Ducks losing that first game, assuming we're operating under normal rules, we are going to have Bread greater than Ducks able to choose between whether they want to have map pick or first pick available to them right here. I'm going to see if I can't pop into the Discord situation and maybe get a little bit of a look ahead of time about what these teams are going to pick. Match 2 of the upper bracket will be the teams Caf K versus Tank by Subpoenaed. That's going to go up next on NyQuil Fiend's Twitch channel after this series is concluded. Gonna have a little bit of channel hopping back and forth, but don't worry, friends, the rating will hopefully facilitate that a little bit more. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from this last game right here. As soon as they load in, I'll slide them over. And overall, look at these numbers. We got 80,000 hero damage on that Hanzo 25k above second place, which is Tracer right clicker. And I gotta say, hey, I can't help but wonder how high that hero damage number would be if they took Ricochet. But of course, I should stop hating. They won the game anyway. As we now look into game number 2, taking it to Cursed Hollow. First pick chosen by the members of Bread Greater Than Ducks. That was what they wanted after losing game number 1. And now they're going to see if they can even this series up or if they're going to be eliminated. Is it eliminated? I'm honestly, is it single elim, double elim? I'm not sure. Ducks greater than bread has to be abbreviated. BGD, that doesn't even make sense. It's DGB. That's Get Stuffed, not Composition B. You are absolutely correct. There's so many different names and whatnot. I used to exclusively pick Get Stuffed on Tracer, and then I started picking Composition B, and then I started picking Total Recall. Cavalier Guest got in my head, man. It's just all over the place. Alrighty, just missing one player, and then we are ready to get started. Lightbarsh, thank you for the 100 bits. Coming into here, an MVM Archer, thank you for the gifted sub to Mystery. Hope you all are having a good time here watching this competitive Heroes of the Storm Halloween Heroes 2022 $300 prize pool organized by JudoChopNA. All 10 players are in a lobby. I have informed the players that I'm ready to start whenever. We're waiting on the next one. Single elim, thank you so much, JudoChop, in the chat right there. So, if Bread Greater Than Ducks can't finish it out right here on Cursed Hollow, if they can't even the series up and get that 1-for-1, they're gonna go home. We'll see. I have only ever picked Get Stuffed. Hey, they're all good talents other than Chrono Triggers. But let's go into the games right here. Draft is starting. Bread Greater Than Ducks has first pick available to them on this map chosen by ACA. We'll see if it's more the same as last game or if we're going to see maybe a little bit of difference here. We saw Johanna and Lucio bans to start out last time. Nancy, thank you for the gifted sub to Shy on Twitch. Thank you so much, everybody. And Tracer, they don't want to see that again. How does it feel? How does it feel, right clicker? I want someone else to share in my pain of the first ban Tracer. All that's left now is for them to ban Hammer and then first pick Hanzo, and you get to simulate the Mockery TV experience. Lucio, taken away once more by ACA. They said, hey, this formula worked for us last game. Why switch it up now? Let's go ahead and just keep it moving. And if they beat us, then maybe then we'll change it up. Dehaka going to be taking away Cursed Hollow. Very large map, of course. Always got to be worried about that global presence. Chrono Trigger's insane synergy with Sleight of Hand. Right Wing now locked in for the ban, rather. Both teams taking away a global. Taking away an Overwatch mobile hero and then a global Asmochad now. Once again, first picking the offlane on the side of Bread Greater Than Ducks. Hogger, 100% popularity up to this point, locked in by Kelsier. Augur and Blaze, of course, two of the strongest heroes, in my opinion, in the entire game. Both absolute macro and micro juggernauts when it comes to the roster of Heroes of the Storm. They can do nearly everything. Falstad, picked up by Right Clicker, with the constriction of the globals happening so far in the bans. ACA wanting to make sure that they can get at least something able to traverse the map quickly. Rockwell told me you've been playing a lot of Hammer because Tracer has always banned your games. I tried her yesterday. OP much? Very OP. The S in S tier stands for Sergeant Hammer, as McGiblets picks up Rhaegar and Canny for Greymane. Gonna have a lot of siege damage, a lot of macro pressure here so far, and aggression at the same time for Bread Greater Than Ducks, who are hoping to stay alive in this series. One more ban gonna be taken away, and I can't help but wonder if ACA is going to try to continue... I was gonna say gonna try to continue to restrict the globals, but no, instead a Nubarak taken off the table, and Diablo. No Diablo for my pal Vince. They saw what he was able to do with it last game, and they do not want to see it come back. Hammer enjoyers make me sick, then you are going to vomit watching my stream, baby. Oh, and there's a chokehold! Somebody ping Bahamut. All right, what's going on right here? Valimar for Gaul. Gall for Valimar, rather, and Cho for Vince gonna be picked up. They said, hey, you won't let us play Diablo? All right, let's go ahead and mix it up right here. Hogger and Falstad gonna clean up the macro. Meanwhile, Cho'Gall clearly gonna be paired with a healer as well. It's a very large map, so having only 4 bodies can be a little bit unwieldy. It can be a little bit awkward in the sense of macro and team distribution. And I want to see if the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks are able to abuse that. Let me go ahead and update the score really quick. I just realized I still had it as 0 for ACA, but no, in fact, ACA leading 1-0 in this best of 3. Got Filth picking Lily. What is this? Is this disrespect? Is this the secret sauce? Is it because they have the multiple auto attackers? I don't think it's outright disrespect. But I do wonder if they're hiding strats a little bit right here with the Cho'Gall Lily for later in the series. Everybody trading their heroes back and forth on the left side of the screen now. With a damage structure of Tyrael Illidan, I do wonder how Bread Greater Than Ducks is able to get kills into this. We will see. It's gonna be interesting. The Illidan's certainly gonna have to work overtime on split pushing on the macro game. Gonna try to abuse the fact that there are only 4 bodies on the field on that left side right there, but we will certainly see how this plays out. The real question is, can Gotfilth rise above the shackles that the rest of the ACA players are placing on him to try and weigh him down? Yeah, guys, I play all my HOTS games with wrist weights that make it hard to move my arms around the keyboard. You know, it's Piccolo style. Y'all ever see Rock Lee when he had the ankle weights? It's the same kind of deal. This is 100% disrespect. Okay. Alrighty, game starting. Let's go ahead and slide it back over to what we came here to see. And in here, Cursed Hollow, game 2 of this best of 3 between Anti-Clown Association and Breads Greater Than Ducks. On the left side of your screen, for the members of Anti-Clown Association, we have Kelsier playing the Hogger. Vince, my pal Vince, playing the Cho. Oh, wait. What's the Gall's name? All right, Valimar. I was trying to read the name right there. Valimar gonna be on Gall, Gotfilth on Falstad, and Right Clicker bringing the Lily action to us. Ready for adventure, baby. Mundane Zebra, meanwhile, on Breads Greater Than Ducks, going to be playing that Illidan. Very notably, he picked Unending Hatred. I predict a lot of split pushing in his future. Aragonus going to be on that Tyrael. Canny on the Grey Mane. McGiblets playing the Regar, and let's pop over top lane really quick. Asmo Chad on that Blaze. Mundane Zebra here looking for those minions, gonna start rotating right out, just trying to stack that Unending Hatred. Already Cho'Gall taking a moderate amount of damage here in these damage trades. Falstad flying towards bottom lane, looking for a bit of split push pressure early in this game. Gonna bully Mundane Zebra back, but hold on a second, here's Aragonus on the flank looking for it. Gotfilth does not have E. Gonna take a slight bit of damage, but Aragonus actually tanks several tower shots in the meantime. I question this damage trade. Lily, hold on a second. Lily, the Blaze counter? Lily, the Blaze counter? What's going on here, folks? Absolutely bullying in this lane right now. Cho'Gall stepping up as well. Both teams with their strong camp heroes getting started on the siege camps. Canny on it, as well as Kelsier for left side. Slight advantage in favor of Anti-Clown Association. Cho'Gall holding their own currently without the company of their Lily, but starting to diminish the health a little bit, as well as getting zoned off of their own regen globes. And I know with that massive health bar, you would really love to be able to get those, but just holding tight for the moment. And now McGiblet's starting to run away right here as Tyrael leaves. Hold on a second, we've got a bit of invade action. I'm not sure what Aragonus can do on his own though, but this is a very low HP Hogger. Aragonus looking for the scout, actually gonna hop in here. Mundane Zebra arriving onto the scene. Falstad, will he arrive with the use of the flight? I have to know. Falstad hearthing first to make sure to max out that HP. Kelsier, oh! He spins directly into the explosion and gets taken out. However, it's still the camp for ACA and a 2-for-1 trade in favor of ACA. Bit of a lucky spin right there. Unlucky from the perspective of the Hogger. What a death. Canny now getting some big damage onto my pal Vince. Getting him very, very low, but not quite able to finish him off. Both teams pressuring each other's bruiser camp, but it looks like Bread's greater than Duck's gonna have the advantage in that regard in mid lane. Kelsier stepping up, almost finishing it off. There it is. Both teams' bruiser mages have now died. Remember, chat, it is the bruiser mage that provides the AoE spell armor, which is the most important component of the bruiser camp. Vince about half HP. I don't think he's been in lane with healer even once this game so far. Now starting back, gonna walk away a bit, both teams stepping up to the objective. Falstad getting a bit of that global value in bot lane, just wants to split push as long as he can and fly in whenever necessary. Aragonis, oh my god, losing so much HP. Canny jumping in there, gonna get a few wolf slaps in. Hold on, my pal Vince dropping very, very low. Once again, the members of ACA trying to stall. This is a full 4-on-4, level 7 advantage now achieved for ACA. Level 7 just around the corner for the members of Bread's Greater Than Ducks. Looking for it, Illidan likely to secure it soon, or even the incremental XP. Level 7's now on the table for Bread's Greater Than Ducks, who have shifted backward a little bit as McGiblet's starting to run low on mana, forced to use that healing fountain tap. Duel happening in bot lane, both Falstad and Illidan low, but here's Asmachad going in, finishing off right clicker first. Now with no healer available for ACA, Kelsier will be next to fall. Canny starting to drop a little bit low, Cho'Gall doing what they can to stall, but this is merely a 2v4. The members of ACA securing the first objective of the game. Illidan and Falstad still in their eternal duel in the side lanes. Mundane Zebra going to use the Unbound level 7 talent to jump away. Hold on a second, maybe going to find each other? Nope. Mundane Zebra just killing a little bit of time, actually avoiding the Falstad here, who I must point out is Lightning Rod build. This is a build for the Falstad that is primarily centered around having as much strength as possible when 1v1ing a melee hero, which is the exact situation that Gotfilth has consistently found himself in here playing against Mundane Zebra. Aragonis now hopping over the wall to support Mundane Zebra here. Gotfilth dropping very, very low. This is looking like he might be diveable. Mundane Zebra pulling the trigger, is gonna go in, healing totem as well, helping him out. Aragonis and McGiblets making sure Mundane Zebra was able to secure that kill, and they're not planning on going anywhere. They're just keeping the push pressure up right here, right now. Kelsier doing what he can to clear out these minions and cut this push short, with Siege Giants now arriving on right stage. Is it right stage from the perspective of the people watching the play, or is it like stage right from the perspective of the people on the play? You know what I mean? Level 10s now, both teams picked up, and that is a bloodlust coming out from Rehgar right here. They don't care that they're against the Lili. They got auto attackers. They got people that want to run in there and be aggro. Let's go ahead and see it play out as my pal Vince now running in here. Ooh, is able to get the twisting nether value, absolutely deleting Canny. Oh, and that didn't touch anything. All right, the attempted shock and awe from Gotfilth not gonna land. The ability hasn't been called that since 2015, but you know what? That's what are you doing, Gotfilth? All right, gonna tank a few tower shots right there, but he's okay. My pal Vince and Valimar now up in the top lane, trying to get some bullying done onto Asmachad, doing his best to defend this top lane. Asmachad dropping very, very low thanks to the consistent pressure of Cho'Gall, who once again doesn't really feel the need to spend a lot of time paired with his healer this game. Mundane Zebra and Gotfilth continuing their duel, and I gotta say, this game right here feels like I'm watching 3 separate different games of HOTS all at once. You got the Illidan Falstad duel, you got the Lili Blaze duel, you got whatever the hell Cho'Gall's doing, all at the same time. And that's just what happens when you're on such a big map and these teams play consistently split. Alrighty, right clicker looking for the rotation, will get attempted to be disrupted by Aragonis, but actually not even dismounted. Oh, Asmachad tries to jet propulsion onto Vince, will not be able to find it. Canny dropping very low, but it's actually Cho'Gall who gets finished off. Now right next to the boss, the members of Bread's Greater Than Ducks, they know exactly what they came here to do. Canny gonna hop in there once the boss stun is on cooldown. Mundane Zebra continuing that split push pressure right here. 19 out of 20 stacks on Unending Hatred, but wait a second. ACA with no Cho'Gall still wants to contest this. They don't even have Gust, but they're not afraid to just go in. Canny very, very low, but he's got the Bloodlust. He's running Kelsier down, tries to finish off Greymane, not able to find it. Jet Propulsion misses yet again. Right clicker now. Lily, she's got those fast feet, but Illidan is faster, trying to go in here and finish off right clicker, but Cho'Gall arriving on the scene. Twisting Nether connects onto Mundane Zebra. Canny dropping very, very low. Oh! And the Shadow, what's it called? Yeah, that thing, Shadow Flame. And actually, there is Gotfilth as well, finishing off another member of Reds Greater Than Ducks. Everything looked so good. Everything looked like it was a dream for Breads Greater Than Ducks. They looked like they were going to be able to even up the series. They finished off the show, and then out of nowhere, what wonderfully played disruption by ACA to come in and say, nah, we're taking the lead in here. We've got the advantage. We're going to lead you right into the arms of our Cho'Gall player, and you're not taking our Lily out. No, sir. Kelsier finishing off the siege camp for ACA on the left side. Falstad continuing that split push value. Gotfilth able to secure the bottom fort before the arrival of Mundane Zebra, now zapping away with that lightning rod. Mundane Zebra trying to get out, but the lightning rod is so long range. One more, that'll do it right there. And Illidan absolutely run down by the Sky Chicken, Swiftwing and Falstad taking him out. Kelsier now pushing up right in Asmachad's face. Gonna tank that jet propulsion. However, there are more members of Breads Greater Than Ducks showing up here. Judgment setting up the combo onto Kelsier. He's taken out. 8 kills to 6 in favor of Breads Greater Than Ducks, but the experience does not tell the same story. Right clicker walking into the middle of multiple members of Breads Greater Than Ducks, trying to use those fast feet to get away once again, and yet again leading them into the arms of my pal Vince and Valimar. Now Cho'Gall deeply in the center of things. Oh, Tyrael not able to get in bunker in time, actually. Exploding onto the Lily. My pal Vince finding himself deeply in the middle of several members of Breads Greater Than Ducks. Not able to finish off Canny. Wait a minute. Okay. I thought somebody might go down. Falstad continuing the split push pressure right here. Breads Greater Than Ducks getting the stabilization that they needed out of that fight right there. Now up 11 kills to 7. 18 kills in 10 minutes. Oh, okay. For a moment I thought, surely there's no way Canny would die to this boss. And he didn't, but it was closer than you might like. Mundane Zebra getting a little bit of split push pressure on that top lane. Level 16's achieved 4 anti-clown association. Gotfilth stepping forward trying to zone out Asmochad. Tyrael does have judgment, Aragonis. He needs to stall Kelsier, but he could kill the Falstad. Oh boy, Aragonis getting that holy ground right there, stepping up onto Kelsier. Falstad still below HP just to his right. If he could just pull the trigger. No, instead, Judgment gonna go on to Kelsier, who actually avoids the stun with the spin, following it up with the shockwave. Kelsier gonna survive. What a well-executed outplay, timing that unstoppable to perfection. A quick double kill being collected by the members of Anti-Clown Association. Gotfilth finally caught and finished off by McGiblets. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Mundane Zebra hanging out with this boss, gonna try and get as much split push value as they can, but it will be matched by the loss of their keep in the corresponding boss lane, bottom. Illidan now dueling against Kelsier and right clicker. Surely no way in hell he's going to be able to 1v2 that. He just walks away. Of course, Cho'Gall continuing the split push pressure here. Walls, who needs to kill him first before you even start going for the mid keep? My pal Vince now securing the side wall kill, gonna go ahead and walk out, and there's a hunt avoided by the molten block from Vince. Well timed right there, continuing the push forward. Bloodlust used by Rhaegar. Water Dragon connecting onto Mundane Zebra. Asmachad can't buy a jet propulsion to save his life. Bunker coming out right here. Right clicker still trying to walk away. Gotfilth now in the middle of several members of Breads Greater Than Ducks will go down. Jet propulsion not connecting. Kelsier stepping forward right here. Mundane Zebra hopping over the wall. Aragonis will fall. 1-for-1 between these two teams. Mundane Zebra getting run down by Kelsier and my pal Vince. I don't think he's aware of the danger he's in. Gonna try and hop on out of here. Q sidewall, Q sidewall. Come on, no! Gets finished off. And a bit of a puzzling play right there, if I must say so. as Illidan gets caught out. Now 4v3 in favor of ACA, alive and on the battlefield. Cho'Gall gonna proxy top wave, looking for a little bit of that split push pressure. With the Bruisers, the Breads Greater Than Ducks team stepping up forward in the mid lane, gonna look to re-secure control of their vision. Meanwhile, Boss being taken out by the members of Anti-Clown Association here on the right side. What is this spin angle? Wait. Okay. Kelsier getting a few spins right there. Asmachad arriving on the scene. Both teams level 18. Illidan not quite at this fight yet, but he does have Hunt. Oh, Kelsier tried to do a repeat of the outplay he did before, but not able to get the spin off in time. Lily's Jugs actually not picked in this game because it's Water Dragon, but Lily hit by the judgment from Tyrael. Now Hunt coming onto the scene. My pal Vince dropping. Oh, not actually. He's hovering for a moment, but he will get finished off by Asmachad and friends right there, connecting the jet propulsion. Right clicker trying to run out of this, trying to rely on those fast feet. And there it is. Right clicker stepping forward. Oh no, the stun misses again. All right, they will finish them off. Gottfilled getting those lightning zaps onto Mundane Zebra, trying to finish him off. Will finish him off before going down. Oh my goodness, Gottfilled makes out like a bandit. Wait. Oh, why did you go back in? Why did he go back in? Like I have to break the fourth wall for a second. What was that? All right, let's go back to the gameplay. Let's go back right there. Oh man, I would spam ping my teammate if they did that in Storm League. I'll tell you that right now. The members of Breads Greater Than Ducks picking up a very successful team fight, showing a lot of fight in them right there. They're trying to stay in this tournament. They're trying to fight for that prize money here in Halloween Heroes 2022. Now going for the steal of ACA's boss camp right there. And Giblets and Blaze stepping up forward here. Their boss DPS a little bit lacking until Canny shows up with that Greymane. But here's my pal Vince looking to run some interference. He's completely by himself in the middle of the members of ACA, though. Vince starting to take a lot of damage, is going to get hunted. Zebra not even arriving in time before the Cho'Gall is finished off. Now Breads Greater Than Ducks surely able to steal this boss. Right clicker caught in the middle of everybody. Oh, Falstad only actually connecting on one target with the Hinterland Blast, trying to run away. Gottfilled, you just died here. What a stellar late game performance, and admittedly some head scratchers have played so far as well from both teams, but Breads Greater Than Ducks with this late game push. They want to go kill the core, but the core's not going to be vulnerable. They can't go kill core after this because there's no open lane. Okay, no. There's the bot fort's going to be open. All right, because for those of you that don't know in the chat, you need a full lane open for the core to be vulnerable. If you kill the fort in one lane and the keep in another lane, it does not do the trick. So Illidan went ahead and went bot lane and helped them finish off the fort a little bit faster. And now here's Kelsier out of control, popping that no control through the middle of the enemy team. Gonna hit another spin, but there is no way to stop this. There is simply too much HP, too much damage. GG has been called. Breads Greater Than Ducks, evening up the series 1-1. Crazy ass game, if I may say so myself. The Cho'Gall, the Lily, the everything all over the place. Those boss fights, absolutely just... I don't think I've ever seen a game that played quite like how that one went right there. We've got our stats available to us. Let's go ahead and take a look. Breads Greater Than Ducks staying alive. That's not the thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here once they load in. There it is. Breads Greater Than Ducks able to stay alive 1-1 in this series. And next game right here, first pick or map pick choice going to be given to the members of ACA, as both teams now find themselves in an elimination do or die situation. Google says that stage right is from the perspective of the performer facing the audience. Okay, thank you. Really shows how much I know. So we take a look at the talents here. Waiting on teams to decide who's going to get first pick, who's going to get map pick. checking in here. I'm looking through to see if I can keep us up to date. Alrighty. Seemed like some really questionable split fights, but man, what a game. What a game, indeed. What a good way to put it here. As we wait for lobby number 3 to come up. I gotta say, I like the commitment to the Illidan. I think Hunt got big value this game. Alright? It's just the ability to absolutely point and click a target with the combination of Hunt and Judgment means that if you ever find anybody isolated, you can just go ahead and pick them off. And I think that maybe we could have seen that even used a little bit more proactively, such as when we saw the Falstad in the bottom lane just completely out below half HP, absolutely killable, and we didn't see a Hunt, we didn't see a Judgment, and we absolutely could have, you know? So I think we could have seen a little bit more in that regard, but hey, props to Breads Greater Than Ducks for going ahead and finishing this game off. What a performance by them as we still wait for game number 3. Let me go ahead and take a look at this clip right here that you got for us, Soren. Action. 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 I'm not sure what Aragonus can do on his own, though, but this is a very low HP Augur. Aragonus looking for the scout, actually gonna hop in here. Mundane Zebra arriving onto the scene. Falstad, will he arrive with the use of the flight? I have to know. Falstad hearthing first to make sure to max out. Oh, look at, was that 3 HP? Was that 3? Look at this, look at this. Look, right here, he's gonna auto him one more time. Oh! Oh, baby, that's 1! And the thing is, Illidan is unending hatred. So if he farms like 5 more minions, that's a kill. If he farms 5 more minions, that's a kill. Oh no. All right, now I gotta see this spin one more time. First to make sure to max out that HP. Kelsier, oh! He spins directly into the explosion and gets taken out. However, it's... Alrighty. I thought he had like 3 HP. Oh my goodness. 1 feels even worse. Alrighty, new lobby is up. It's gonna be on Alterac Pass. Let's go ahead and hop in there. It looks like ACA chose first pick after losing game number 2 in much the same way as we saw Breads Greater Than Ducks choose first pick after they lost game 1. Here on Alterac Pass, chosen by Breads Greater Than Ducks. All 10 players are in the lobby. I have informed the players that I'm ready to get going. Let's get ready to see. So far, I must say, ACA looks like the stronger team, and I think they may have trolled a little bit there in that game 2 with the Lili. Maybe they think it's strong, and maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know. Well, we'll see if they can prove me wrong here in this game number 3. Are they going to step up to the plate? Are they going to finish off Breads Greater Than Ducks? Or are they going to have a bit of a meltdown at the end of the game, just like they had in game number 2? We will have to see for sure right here. Still waiting on the final go-ahead between both teams. After this game, friends, I am going to send you over, regardless of who wins, that's going to be the end of this individual series, and I will send you over to NyQuil Fiend, who is going to be streaming the next series of this Halloween Heroes 2022. Once that is done, or whenever it's time for finals, then we're going to bring it back over here. I'm going to boot up my stream back up again, and we're going to get that running. Alrighty, looks like we've got some readies coming out here. Team's almost ready to get it started, and I gotta say here, I love this particular little note here. If I could look at this, I love McGiblets in the top right using the bronze portrait. Beautiful. Oh wait, no, you guys can't see it. McGiblets using the bronze portrait in the top right, absolutely lovely. You know, you got the diamond portrait from Gotfilth, you got the master border from Right Clicker. I'm using the master border. Nah, take some real stones to use the bronze portrait instead. Alrighty, still here on Alterac Pass. Radio silence so far from Breads Greater Than Ducks. Ah, there it is. We've gotten the ready ahead. Game should start any moment now. Alterac Pass, let's take it in on the draft. In games 1 and 2, both teams utilized the exact same opening first ban. We saw on the side of Breads Greater Than Ducks that they took away... Actually, I don't think it was the same. They took away Tracer in game number 2. Game number 1 opting to ban out the Johanna instead. Meanwhile, on the side of ACA, they have used both of their first bans on Lucio. We'll see if more of the same continues into this one right here. Junkrat going to be banned out this time, one of the premier heroes on Alterac Pass due to his ability to secure vision control of the objective as well as the wave clear. Absolutely important on this map. The ability to delete those nulls, absolutely huge. The rotational aspect. Diablo actually getting taken away by the side of ACA. We saw in game number 1, my pal Vince playing the Diablo. Game number 2, he had it banned away from him, but this time, no, they ban it themselves. My pal Vince this time looking for the Anubarak. And for those of you in chat who may be scratching your heads wondering, why did they put so much priority on the bug? Well, part of that is the fact that Anubarak is able to solo backdoor the objective. You see, normally if you try to get the objective by yourself and you try to sneak it behind the enemy team, you need at least 2 people, because one of them has to tank the goons guarding the objective and the other person actually has to channel the objective. But if you're able to summon things to aggro the goons while you channel, then you're able to cap the objective by yourself. You of course need to pair this with the ability to escape, so usually if you see a hero going for this, it's someone like a Nubarak or Samuro, who simultaneously has the ability to create extra units to aggro the guardians around the objective, but also has the safety and mobility to escape if caught while attempting such a dangerous backline play. If Breads Greater Than Ducks wins this, can we say Breads Greater Than Ducks is greater than ACA for sure? Ducks are better than the Affordable Care Act has been called, as we now see a Vikings banned out by the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks. A bit of a shrewd ban right there, I must say, as ACA looking like they were building up a strong 4-man. Genji gonna be taken away with their ban. The Lucio picked up by Valimar, of course. Notice this is the first game with no Lucio bans, so Lucio 100% priority, 100% occurrence rate in this series. Popularity, that's the word I'm looking for, as well as Hogger. Hogger, Tracer, Lucio, all picked or banned in every single game of this series so far. Johanna and Urel going to be picked up to round out the front line for the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks. Now ACA, the Anti-Clown Association, they still need to pick up their flex pick and their offlaner. Their offlaner could be a lot of different things. I'm expecting like a Blaze or Leoric or Dahaka maybe. There's the Blaze, and actually looks like 2 offlaners effectively. Flex Blaze or maybe Flex Ragnaros, who even knows? The lines on the rolls get so blurry. But what I effectively expect to see is Blaze and Ragnaros covering the side lanes, and the grouping of Anubarak and Lucio and Vala to stay roughly together. Or perhaps Anubarak and Lucio roam. A lot of options to be played here, but we know one thing above all. It's Alterac Pass, so those nulls are going to be taken extremely often. Falstad now picked up again, this time actually by Breads Greater Than Ducks. It was used last game by the members of Anti-Clown Association, but not quite here. Both teams now finishing out their drafts. So they know Asmo plays Sam. Well, apparently he doesn't play it this game, as he's not going to rely on the Samuro to finish out this series. Remember, this is the elimination game, friends. Whoever wins right here is going to continue in the tournament, and whoever loses is going to be out. They are not going to continue to compete for that $300 prize pool. It's a nice stun chain on the side of the Anti-Clown Association. They certainly do have a bit of CC available to them. Anubarak able to offer 2 different stuns in the Burrow Charge and Impale, as well as Blaze following everything up with the, help me out here, Jet Propulsion. Yes! There's so many abilities in this game. There's 90 characters. You'd think that after playing it for like 6 years in a row, I've been playing this game since I was in high school, you'd think I'd have all the ability names down, but sometimes it takes a moment. Let's go ahead and load into this game right here. We've got the players lining up, sliding on in. For the right side of this game, the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks just coming off winning Game 2, now here in this elimination Game 3, do or die for both teams. On the right side of Breads Greater Than Ducks, we have Asthma Chad, going to be on that Urel. Interesting mount synergy, and of course he takes it away as soon as I zoom in. Aragonis going to be on that Johanna, no mount synergy available for him. Canny on the Sylvanas. McGiblet's going to be playing that Brightwing. Mundane Zebra bringing it to us on the Falstad. Going to walk swiftly over to that bottom lane, changes his mind, starts to head mid. For the members of the Anti-Clown Association, we have Valimar playing that Lucio after 2 bans in the first 2 games. Right clicker going to be on Vala. Vince playing Ragnaros, bringing that wave clear. Love to see which 10 he chooses this game. Maybe they could even get more Shane CC with the inclusion of Ragnaros' Sulphurous Smash. Gotfilth going to be on the Anubarak, and whoever I didn't say on the heroes they're playing. Valimar now interrupting rotations towards bot side here, going to look to harass Mundane Zebra. Will tank a Hammerang to the face and lose most of his HP in the process, though. Mundane Zebra hopping over the wall, trying to get some soak on that bottom lane. Null's going to spawn here soon, so expect to see both teams start to gravitate back toward their own null camps. Mundane Zebra, hold on a second. Here's an aggressive position by Gotfilth. He wants to burrow charge over the wall. Oh, and he's going for it, pulling the trigger, but the range just not quite there. Without the level 4 talent, just a little bit too short. Both teams now are on their own null camp. Sylvanas soloing at the moment. She's got the ability to shut the camp off. Gonna save herself a little bit of HP right there. Now Vince rotation getting interfered with by Aragonis once more. Gotfilth actually positioned highly aggressively. With the Beatles looking, got some danger pings going on right here, and what is he thinking? I think Gotfilth is threatening as if he has more members of his team available than he really does. Asmochad now starting to hop onto the scene, starting to channel a jump, but got interrupted by the Impale from Gotfilth. Valimar finishing off the siege camp for left side. My pal Vince utilizing that healing fountain tap in the bottom lane. Both teams gonna now rest for control in this mid lane. Try to wrest control from one another of these siege camps in mid. Gotfilth stepping forward. Ooh, and there's the black arrows from Canny. Not utilizing it on the buildings now. They want to get it from this neutral position and take out the enemy null camp right away. Both teams level 4, looking through the listings, not a ton of surprises. Notably hammer gains on the Falstad rather than updraft. Blaze opting for a full macro build. We see those incinerator gauntlets. We see that adrenaline stim pack. Canny trying to get out of here. Hold on a second. Ragnaros actually went down in another lane for first blood. I was watching the wrong fight. I apologize for that, my friends. And I believe Breads Greater Than Ducks has actually picked up first blood in all 3 of the games that we've seen played here today. I'm not quite sure though. Kelsier now getting bullied a little bit by Asmachad. Breads Greater Than Ducks may be a little bit of a momentum shift in their way. Mundane Zebra with that global gonna camp out a little bit in bot lane. Gotfilth scouting McGiblets is gonna ping her a bit. Gotfilth now roaming towards bottom, does not connect to the stun onto Mundane Zebra, receiving that phase shift from McGiblets, but didn't take even a single point of damage during that gank. Mundane Zebra now aggressively stepping forward into the members of ACA, both teams onto their own null camps. Kelsier taking the nulls on the left side, meanwhile Sylvanas and Asmachad over here. Canny finishing off the nulls for Breads Greater Than Ducks. Aragonis relegated to largely a wave clear role in the early game, but of course that's what's going to happen when you're playing Johanna. Both teams hitting their level 7 power spikes. Aragonis playing interference, not going to let the members of ACA just walk up and channel this objective for free, but will lose much HP in the meantime. And Rag goes down again! What, am I supposed to just watch this guy 24/7? Alright, Rag has been solo killed a second time. I think actually the first time there's the presence of the Brightwing, but Rag goes down off screen yet again. He must have gotten killed by Squirrel Girl. Now moving forward here, Kelsier going for the split push onto bottom lane. Anubarak, and here you see those Beetles tanking the NPCs, forcing Aragonis to step up and use cooldowns, looking for the interference. Sylvanas we see over here, McGiblets and Canny utilizing that push pressure, trying to get any damage onto mid-gate that they can. An attempted gank onto Mundane Zebra, the 2v1. Kelsier tanking a few tower shots in the meantime. Mundane, you're going down, my friend. Is gonna survive phase shift, bringing their HP back up right here. Both teams vying for control of objective number 1 in this game. Nobody able to secure a large advantage just quite yet. Right clicker stepping forward, getting a little bit of death dealer practice in that mid lane. Ragnaros, after getting bullied at a bottom lane, decides actually to take it towards top side instead. Now in a little bit of a duel with Asmachad. 3-on-3 on the objective, meanwhile. Falstad and Blaze duking it out in bottom lane, but both still are pretty high health, so I'm just gonna assume that nobody's gonna die off camera just quite yet. Now stepping forward here, oh, a double stun combo by Gotfilth, actually perfectly timed out of the bush, sets up the double kill for the members of ACA. Sorry, I spoke too soon, make it a triple kill, as now Sylvanas joins in on the carnage. Will get finished off. All of a sudden, ACA goes from being down 0 kills to 2 to being up 3 kills to 2 in the blink of an eye. Now securing this objective, I don't think the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks have any chance of being able to contest this. They're just simply not going to be there. Mundane Zebra continuing the split push in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Kelsier able to start the siege camp ahead of time. The same cannot be said for Breads Greater Than Ducks, unable to leash the camp before it despawned due to the objective. Going to be a significant advantage going over to ACA, who look to finish out this elimination game. 3 members of Breads Greater Than Ducks up here in the top lane, both of their globals positioned on the exact opposite side of the map in bottom, able to join them at a moment's notice. Right clicker attempting to defend 1v3, might not. Oh, the blessed shield. Oh, that one hurts my heart. Aragonis looking for the gank out of the bush, tosses the shield, and nobody catches it. Maybe the invisible man. Mundane Zebra now getting ganked by Gotfilth, does land the stun this time, 3rd time's the charm, able to finish off that Falstad, and everything is going so wrong so quickly for the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks. Canny using that black arrows, trying to stop the bleeding here in mid lane, reduce and mitigate that damage coming on. And despite a few less than ideal fights for Breads Greater Than Ducks, only losing 1 fort to this first objective. Oh, a gank from Gotfilth onto Asmachad leads to a quick phase shift from the Brightwing. Gonna get canceled by a cocoon used by Gotfilth. I'm not sure if they'll be able to kill out of this though, and instead, nope. Falstad continuing to soak that bottom lane. Level 13 advantage now. About 1 level advantage secured for ACA. They've got that talent tier and they're looking to see what they can do with it. Hold on a second. We actually see right clicker here with with the lifesteal. Gonna go ahead and try and solo this boss. Not kiting it super efficiently, but hey, you don't need to do it perfectly to be able to get this. And meanwhile, Gotfilth wasting the time of the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks, who are aware of this boss being taken. Aragonis now starting to step into the fight, receives the phase shift from McGiblets. ACA backing off from this boss. It might leash, no, Canny preventing that possibility. Gotfilth losing a lot of HP, forced to burrow charge away. Here's Mundane Zebra on the flank. Wailing Arrow connects onto only Lucio. Valimar gonna back off and hit that healing fountain. Ragnaros now joining the fight from below. My pal Vince gonna get a bit of wave clear right here. The boss has fully reset its HP. There's an engage, another double stun. Actually gets pre-cleansed by McGiblets. What a wonderful play. Canny will fall, however. And now the kill in favor of ACA, who I believe are gonna simply force this boss. A highly aggressive bunker used by Kelsier. Valimar now tanking tower shots. Cocoon going out onto Falstad. Asmachad in the middle of multiple members of ACA. Hold on a second. Falstad gonna go down. It's a 5v3. Oh, Asmachad will be next. And yet another triple kill. ACA, they prefer to get their kills in bunches, baby. They don't get one-off kills. They're not going to the gas station for kills. ACA goes to Costco. They buy their kills in bulk. Alrighty, now Vince going over here. Gonna walk into mid lane, taking out this wave. And they're just trying to get push pressure any way they can find it. Aragonis getting that macro. But a 2-level lead for ACA in this do or die situation. Aragonis now stepping up forward here. If Breads Greater Than Ducks can find a fight on the equal talent tiers, that's absolutely what they would prefer to do. Aragonis not able to get any kill pressure, though, into the healing value of this Lucio. Wait a minute. Blessed Shield onto Lucio flew too close to the sun. Icarus, your wax wings have melted. Asmachad able to re-secure the objective. And that is exactly what Breads Greater Than Ducks needed to be able to get back into this game, was for somebody on ACA to just get a little bit too overconfident, fall for that Lucio syndrome, and get taken out. Now, knowing that they have the 5v4, the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks starting to step forward right here. However, once Lucio respawns, they will still be behind. They will still be down level 16. So Breads Greater Than Ducks, they cannot rest on their laurels. In my opinion, they have to look for a kill. They have to find something, or else Lucio will simply respawn, and then they will lose the fight down 16. Aragonis getting some stall on any attempted channels. Remember, simply channeling the objective at all pauses the timer as Anubarak goes in for yet another multi-stun combo on the backline. Asmachad taking bid damage. Cocoon on Falstad. He's going to be able to barrel roll out of there. Phase shift, but he didn't even take any damage. Kelsier dropping low, forced to utilize that bunker. And Valimar successfully recapturing the objective for left side. It's not going to happen. Aragonis is second to fall after Falstad. McGiblet starting to be run down now. McGiblet's third to fall, perhaps. Hold on, they're all over the place. Canny gets finished off by the Death Dealer from Right Clicker. What an aptly named player. Asmachad, the sole remaining member of Breads Greater Than Ducks, now running away. But where can he run to? He has no fort. Jump gets canceled by Valimar, finished off, and that's a full ace at the cost of nothing for ACA. Up 2.5 levels, guaranteed to get this objective, and it will take a miracle for the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks to come back in this one. ACA already, as I said, not going to rest on their laurels. They're going to push in here soon as they get that kill advantage. They're getting an objective. They're getting double camp pushing mid. They're pressuring everything all at the same time. Bottom keep is not long for this world. ACA sure to set their sights on mid keep. Hold on, wait, what? Why? All right. Now 3-level lead secured for ACA. Going over, walking over to this mid keep. They want to make sure to take out all the armor on the core that they can, or at least 2 out of 3. Blaze attempting to rejoin the fight, but with 2 members of Breads Greater Than Ducks down, level 16 only just now being achieved in a moment. Wait a minute. Cocoon onto Sylvanas. They should be able to kill off that. Got Filth looking for it. Oh, a well-timed stun by the members of Breads Greater Than Ducks, but it's not going to be enough to save. 2 deaths right there. Johanna desperately clinging on to life will fall. And at this rate, there is no way in hell that they're going to be able to survive this. Anti-Clown Association almost, yep, there it is. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They won. That's it. That's a full ace. They got it. Well done. Great job in keeping their composure after dropping, may I say, a bit of an embarrassing game 2, but they pulled it out in game 3. Breads Greater Than Ducks is eliminated. ACA advances. What a game right there. What a series overall. I gotta say, after looking at that, I think game 2 was probably a bit of disrespect. I think there's a little bit of a disconnect between these two teams. A lot of competitive experience for sure between the two of them, but ACA just came out of that looking like the better team still. Props to Breads Greater Than Ducks. That was not a stomp by any means. None of those games were stomps at all. They were in that. They had fight. They had heart. Unfortunate, not able to round it out. ACA taking them out, eliminating them, and they will move on to the next round. Let's go ahead and take a look at those stats now that the game has finished, and now that they've loaded back in. And I am going to look into the raid, friends. We're going to send y'all over to NyQuil Fiend here in just a moment. NyQuil Fiend going to be able to commentate the following series after this one. Let me check with our second caster and see if they are available for the raid right here. Well executed by the members of ACA, and I just realized I never even updated the right side score. My apologies, friends. Professional caster, by the way. ACA finishing 2-1 over Breads Greater Than Ducks. That is an old bracket, please ignore. Alrighty, let me go ahead and check with our other caster to see if they are ready to go. Otherwise, we are just going to go ahead and wait a little bit and talk about that series. I saw some really good stuff right there. I honestly, after I saw the first 2 failed ganks from Gotfilth onto bot lane, onto Mundane Zebra, I thought, man, he's really wasting his time down there. You know, he keeps trying to go for these ganks and they're just not quite working. But then after that, of course, he immediately follows it up with 2 successful ganks onto the Falstad that just lead to imminent and immediate siege pressure. Very well executed by the members of ACA. Ready for raid? Yeah, whenever you're ready. Perfect, perfect. As soon as we see the next person go live, I'm going to send y'all to them, and I will see you again, my friends, when it is time for the finals. In the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed my cast. Let's go ahead and slide this onto my face really quick. In the meantime, I hope you have enjoyed my cast, friends. I haven't done one of these since Masters Clash, which was forever ago at this point. So I am deeply grateful for those of you that were here. This has been a lot of fun, and I look forward to commentating some more games with you later tonight. All right? Sending y'all over to NyQuil Fiend now. You guys keep up the party, keep up the fun, and I will see you all soon, my friends.